Do you think it's an advantage to look 52 years old at 33? This comes up a lot in the Ethereum community. People say I misrepresent my age. Guys, I have a Wikipedia page, born 1987. It's not really a big secret that I'm 33. Here's one of the reasons why I appear sometimes older. First, I'm not in good shape. I have the dad bod body because I've been an entrepreneur too long and haven't taken good care of myself. And I am trying to improve that. Second, I grew up in Hawaii. And one of the things about growing up in Hawaii in the 80s is that you're kind of stuck in the past. I grew up on Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. I was homeschooled and my mom really liked 70s rock. So I grew up on Journey and I grew up on Heart and I grew up on Boston and these types of bands. So all of my musical tastes and my cultural references came from Lost in Space. By the way, I bought the Lost in Space robot. We're rewiring it right now so that we have Singularity Net connected to it. I needed status updates on Singularity Net. So I said, well, that would be really cool. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. So we got a replica of the original robot and we're rebuilding it so I can just talk to it in the office. So that's where I'm at. And as for my fashion, I'm wearing cowboy clothing right now. I don't know if that equates to 50 or 33. I look exactly the same as the 18-year-old kids who are riding bulls today. But for some reason, people like to connote that because I appear more mature, that I'm being deceitful about my age, when it's impossible for me to hide my age because it's a public knowledge. It's literally, if you search me, the first result that comes up tells you my date of birth. But this just shows the intellectual dishonesty of certain people in this ecosystem. They have decided that I am a certain way, and they have to ignore all evidence to the contrary and only pay attention to things that they perceive to justify or validate. It's called confirmation bias. And it's really sad because it prevents collaboration. It prevents us from working with certain groups of people, and it creates a lot of undue toxicity and noise and what would otherwise be actually a very pleasant experience. The reality is it's not us versus Ethereum, us versus EOS, us versus Polkadot. We're all very small. It's us, the industry, versus the legacy systems that wish to dominate and control the world. It is not in our best interest for everybody to be at each other's throats and attacking each other. But unfortunately, the incentives have aligned, economic and otherwise, to do so. And it's made it a thoroughly unpleasant industry, especially for newcomers in the industry.